what you should be doing, if you are able to, right now, to prepare.
But I like to have a cushy zone for the animals. I want them to be snuggy, and
She would bury them to the point they would need scuba masks if I let her. You literally up to your knees.
Yeah,
and they're dwarf goats. It's ridiculous.
yeah,
They make little tunnels like hamsters. I'm trying to pussyfoot around the situation. It's gonna get bad, guys.
Yeah.
Just in case sugar goes high. And in an extreme world, if sugar goes high, then we're sugar rich, so you're welcome. And we want you to be sugar rich too. A to-go bag. You should have medications in there, have your paperwork for your dogs and your kids and your grandmas and your husbands. You know how they are.
Yeah.
Bingo. Bingo, bango, bongo.
Now we're cooking.
So, you don't have to be living under a rock to know that the world is going to hell in a handbasket. This is not a political talk. This is not a talk about anything else except what you should be doing, if you are able to, right now, to prepare. And that is to put a little money aside if you can, every week or every time you go to the grocery store, buy something else, small, doesn't have to be large, and put it away. And what we mean by that is what?
You want to put away something that is non-perishable and that you can store for a prolonged period of time, such as sugar, rice, flour, beans. And when I say beans, I don't mean canned, I mean like in the bag, the dried beans.
But you can do canned.
You can do canned.
Dry goods are best.
Dry goods are better. So the best thing that you want to do is you want to start preparing. In the current state of the world and everything that is going on, it can be a very scary time for the rice.
So let me show you. Let me make sure you're not in the shot. She doesn't want to be in the. First of all, she's wearing my awesome shirt. So, isn't that fun? But she's got her sleeves rolled up, so she doesn't want to show that. So I will respect that. But this is Shannon, of course. She is the other part of this homestead, and she's speaking the truth. So what she's doing right now, even though I just messed up her count, and now she's going to do it all over again probably. This is just a bag of sugar, right?
It's raw sugar.
It's raw organic sugar.
Right.
And we got it from a really cool Amish store up here called Sodders. So they sell it
In a 50-pound bag.
in a 50-pound bag.
Regardless, you know you can go to the store and buy sugar in the raw, in those little boxes, buy sugar in the raw, and it's going to cost you, at least up here in New York, where we are, it's going to cost us probably $6-7 for a little box.
For like a pound.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
2 pounds, however much, 5 pounds of sugar.
Oh, God, no. Not even.
Especially organic.
Especially organic, and especially sugar in the raw.
There's some light in this situation. Look at this. It's beautiful. Look at that. It's very pretty. Crystallized, organic. It's got a molasses flavor to it. So we, obviously, you guys know we do kombucha a lot. We don't actually eat a lot of sugar, but we do, I just said do, a lot of baking. And we're doing a lot of canning and preserving because now we're at our homestead for the first time. But mainly it's for the booch. Now, some of you have been asking how the booch is doing. This is the one that we made from the bottle of kombucha that we bought, but I digress. I'm getting sidetracked. So that's what we're going to use it for.
Oh, we're going to use it for anything. We can use it for canning. We can use it for baked goods, for breads, for recipes. If for some reason, if it hit the fan, then sugar is a hot commodity, and that's something that we want on our homestead.
This is flour. So we bought 25 pounds of flour. So if you can go to your club store or whatever and buy in bulk, do it. If you can't, it doesn't matter. Buy a little extra. Buy a 5-pound bag of flour, put it in your freezer. Buy a 5-pound bag of sugar, put it in your freezer. If anything, if things get tight, then you'll have enough for Christmas baking. Who cares? If you never end up needing it, you can use it next year. Who cares? We're not asking you to buy things that you're not going to use. Just buy a little extra of what your family needs and what your family eats. Put some rice away. Put some flour and sugar away. Put some, and this is stuff that you can make other foods with. It's not just about your typical baking. If you're unable to get a loaf of bread for your family, now you can make one.
Yeah, you definitely want to get your, you want to have those supplies that you have them on hand, like your yeast. You want to have some extra baking soda, some extra baking powder, things like that. So your basic necessities or things that you use on a daily basis, you can still do, only you're going to be doing it from scratch. Now, Rochelle and I do a lot of our own foods and stuff from scratch, so we always have a lot of yeast and baking sodas, baking powders, and things like that. But for anybody that is dependent on the local grocery store to get their bread from, start putting away some thoughts and some ideas, maybe trying out a few recipes this summer. You know, with inflation going up, every little bit can help right now.
She's right, and it's not just inflation, it's things.
Everything. Gas prices, inflation. We went and bought, what did we buy the other day for our barn? We went the other day to go pick up shavings for the chickens and for the goats. And we get there, and our shavings have literally per bag gone up $1.50. $1.60 a bag. Now, we like, and it's probably more me, but I like to have a cushy zone for the animals. I want them to be snuggy. And
she would bury them to the point they would need scuba masks if I let her. You literally up to your knees.
Yeah,
and they're dwarf goats. It's ridiculous.
Yeah,
they make little tunnels like hamsters.
I really like them to be comfortable. So for us, I mean, I definitely would use 4 to 6 bags of shavings in their area, and it's not like the Coliseum. I mean, it's small. Anyways, it's not super small, but you know what I'm saying. But for us now, we have to start cutting back on things like that. And we're trying to figure out ways to preserve the shavings and have them last a little bit longer, so that way we're not investing so much. Or maybe we have to go half straw, half. Anyways, point is, that's just our shavings that went up $1.50.
Our feed is up.
Our feed is up.
Our hay is up.
Our hay is up. Everything. Our food is up. Our meat is very expensive.
If you're not seeing it now, listen, everything is a year behind. So we are gearing up for a very...
It's very volatile right now. Everything.
I'm trying to pussyfoot around the situation. It's going to get bad, guys. It's going to get bad. And there's going to be food shortages. There's going to be meat shortages. There's not going to be enough food to feed the animals. And
they were saying that there's going to be egg shortages, and the eggs were going to be going up $12 a dozen eggs, $1 an egg.
Yes. There's barns catching on fire. Like, guys.
Yeah.
The only thing I can tell you without sounding like a really crazy way out there prepper.
I mean, we are preppers to begin with.
We are. I'm definitely more than she. Her family, her mom and her dad especially, were extreme. Now, especially her father. Her father would, and now he would be perfect in this situation.
Yeah.
Listen, toilet paper, start hoarding it again. I don't want to say hoarding it because it's the wrong word, but stock up.
When you're at the store.
Stock up on toilet paper. It's going to be hard to get. Ladies, tampons, feminine products, stock up on them. Things like condoms, things like cigarettes, things like alcohol, those things you should quit. But I'm just saying, anything that's imported
Quit the condoms. I mean, please don't.
Get your condoms. Safety first.
Please use your condoms.
Yeah, we all know. Yep. Cut. Anything that's imported, you guys are going to have a real hard time getting a hold of, and people are going to start hoarding them, and the prices...
That's our goat.
That wasn't a goat.
Yes, it was.
How can we hear the goats from here? That wasn't a goat, that was a bird. She doesn't know what she's doing.
Hi, are you okay?
I think it was just a weird crow.
Are you okay? The bugs are out. Oh, it's our rooster.
Don't mind the box. We got speaking of, we got a box, thank you Amazon, that was full of bugs.
Yeah, it was
and
nasty.
it wasn't sitting outside for very long at all. Don't even start with that. I mean, come on.
No.
We opened it, it was full of like silverfish. It was disgusting. Thankfully it only had some plastic dishes.
So we opened
for the
up
goats.
Yeah, we opened up the box and we gave it to the chickens for the bugs.
So you haven't seen these guys since they've been bigger.
Ozzies.
This is Butters. Hi, Butters.
Oh my gosh.
One of those red ones is Cosmo. We have a Morticia over there. We've got,
Great
this
hat.
is Suave with the comb that he's flipping back and forth.
Sunshine's over there.
Sunshine and Java.
Sunny. And Java. Java's our other rooster.
I bet you can't tell what those are. Everybody, now if you watch Stivers or anybody else on the homestead, they're like, yeah, guineas are the best, they're great, which they are. They're Stacy from Doug and Stacy's, they're her favorite animal on the homestead. Stivers have, I don't know if they have them now, but they did have guineas. And they're like, people will tell you they're super noisy, and ours never make noise unless they have to. They are the guard dogs of the farm, but unfortunately ours are broken, and they scream all the time, so they do. They'll come right up to the car and greet you. Unfortunately, they go right under the tires, and oh, there's the other three.
Oh yeah.
Here they come.
Someone's goosing somebody. Ladies, be nice.
I don't think you should take to extreme what people are saying, but I don't think you should ignore it either. We are asking you as friends, as people that are just trying to do their best just like you, just put a little bit away. Cans of tuna fish, peanut butter.
Prepare. Just prepare a little bit.
You know, comfort foods that you can store in case things get extreme. And if they don't, then you have them on hand anyway. Pack stuff away that you're gonna eat. She forgot her count again. So she's just measuring them out so that we can store them.
Yes.
Just in case sugar goes high. And in an extreme world, if sugar goes high, then we're sugar rich, so you're welcome. And we want you to be sugar rich too. Long story short, we just want you guys to prepare. You should be prepared anyway. The way the weather has been lately, no matter where you live, you should have a to-go bag. You should have medications in there, have your paperwork for your dogs and your kids and your grandmas and your husbands. You know how they are.
Yeah.
And you should just have a to-go bag. Hits the fan bag.
Yeah. Or at least a list. I mean, if you don't want to go to the extreme of making a bag, write down a list. We live rural, very rural. We live out in the middle of nowhere, and that's exactly what we wanted, and that's why we live here. We live on 20 acres, and slowly but surely we are making this into the homestead that we have always wanted. When we lived in Florida, we absolutely were in a more populated area, and in that area, if the shit hit the fan, we would absolutely be bugging out. Like, we would not be staying where we were.
Bug out bag. That's what I was looking. Thank you.
Bug out bag.
That's what I was trying to call
Bug out bag.
Bug out bag. Get your bug out bag.
So we absolutely would have bugged out. We never would have stayed because, first of all, crime, looting, it's not safe. People that are in the cities, they're going to start bugging out, and they're going to start moving to the rural areas, looking for places to go, places that are off grid, places that they can go where hopefully that they can build a little bit of a life and find some sort of peace, because it could get bad. Anyhow, we're kind of already at our little slice of peace out here, but there's no reason why you can't have a bug out bag or a bug out list and have it ready to go, and that way you kind of have an idea, so you're not like, what did I forget? Just put it aside and keep it someplace where you remember. That's all. And being from Florida, we always sort of had a stockpile anyway, so it was sort of our bug out, shit hit the fan, zombie apocalypse, hurricane list. Yes.
So we would have jugs of water on hand. Put some water away, guys. Seriously, if the power goes down and you're on a well, you're not going to be able to get water. If you're on city water and the power goes down, you're still going to be able to get water, but guess what? It's going to be full of ice. So you're going to have to boil it. And if you don't have power, how are you going to do that? So get your bottled water. Easy solution.
Either life straws.
Store it away. Get some life straws if you want to go to that road. You know, those are they take up no room.
You know, the life straws in that situation probably would have worked out well. Now, we probably also could have used the jugs of water too and not let them go bad.
The life straws would not have worked because we wouldn't have power to get the water to the house.
I'm thinking we could drink out of the pond.
Ooh.
Well, that's what the
That's frozen.
Well, you could break it open with a hammer.
See what I mean? We just got some fresh.
From our garden.
What the hell is this?
Rhubarb.
Rhubarb. I wanted to say rutabaga.
Oh, no, rhubarb.
Fresh rhubarb. It's delicious. I should have dipped it in the sugar.
Yeah, that's what you're supposed to do with it.
Hold on, let me finish.
I don't want your spittle in the sugar.
I didn't. No, I was trying to finish before I was talking.
Oh.
She lost her count again.
Damn it. There's just gonna be bags of
So
sugar.
for the 18th time, I'm going to end this video. No. To get your jugs of water, get some batteries,
Batteries,
get some extra medication if you're able to. Get your freaking, I don't know. What else did we put in our, buy a can opener that doesn't use batteries or power.
Show Mars.
Oh my God, this is my favorite thing here. Look at this. Look at this beauty.
She's beauty.
And then you. It's amazing. This is my favorite thing here. I love it.
Every single time.
It works so good.
It never works.
Well, get you a can opener that doesn't need power or whatever. Get you some extra, ladies, get some extra personal items. If you have a baby, get some extra diapers, get some extra formula. I don't know how long you can store formula for.
I don't know. I think maybe if you vacuum packed it and threw it in the freezer, it might last longer.
That's a video for a whole nother day. Get some dry milk. Get some, I mean, they make all sorts of things.
Dry milk would be a really good thing. That's just in general, period. You should have dry milk.
Yes.
In addition, you
Educate yourself. Get online, figure out what you need and how you can store it. Store your shit. Get up to date. Start packing your stuff. Be ready, be prepared. Start buying a little extra if you can. It doesn't have to be organic. You don't have to get vacuum Mylar sealed. You should, but you don't have to.
We don't. We couldn't afford it. We're using
They've got those, there's commercials all over the place now about those big buckets of food that you can buy. Are they legit? Yes. Do they keep that long? Yes. Is it nutritional? Yes. Is it good to have your meals planned out for you? Yes. Is it expensive? Wicked.
Yeah.
Wicked expensive for those. But if it'll put you at ease to have it all in one spot, then save up your money and buy that. Buy a 30 days food supply in the bucket.
And get something that's nutritionally dense. Like, don't go out and buy 5 cases of ramen noodles because nutritionally that's crap. Now, is it delicious? Yeah. I mean, let's face it.
Not sodium to kill a zombie.
I mean, it's delicious. However, imagine if you bought 5 cases of dried beans or even 5 bags of dried beans. The difference is going to be astronomical. When you can make the healthier, wiser choice and get the nutritionally dense food that you can sustain yourself on, as opposed to
Peanut butter's a big one.
peanut butter is huge. Any type of nut butter, cashew butter, almond butter, any of that, but it's all delicious. Anything that you can sustain yourself on, and that will give you some energy, some protein.
I mean, right now, peanut butter is a thing you put on bananas, in your smoothies, on peanut butter and jelly for your breakfast, but in an emergency situation, it could save your life.
Oats, huge. Oatmeal.
Store up some oats.
Oats, put some peanut butter in your oats.
You should get a big bag of the
Honey.
organic rolled, but if you can't, go buy yourself some freaking, what is that? What's the stuff that everybody bought? The oatmeal.
Quaker oats.
Quaker Oats. Get a tub of Quaker Oats, put it away, put it in your freezer. That's all it takes. That one little thing really could save your life. So freaking do it, because now more than ever, I mean, I know most of us lived through Y2K and all that garbage, and every 5 years there's another apocalypse coming, but do your research. All signs are pointing to some unrest, and
there is a lot of unrest, and there's a lot of fluidity in everything. And fluidity
political, we have wars going on, we've
financial,
it's bad.
The stock market, everything. There's just so much fluidity, and there's so much uncertainty that is going on, that if you can do something at your home or in your homestead, just little things to make you feel a little bit better, a little bit more under control, then I absolutely would recommend that. So what we did to prepare is we got some flour, and we got some sugar, and we got some rice, and we got some beans, dried beans.
I'd show you the pantry. We were supposed to clean it, but we haven't done it yet.
Yeah, we didn't clean the pantry yet. Maybe
we'll do a pantry tour after.
Yeah, we'll do a pantry tour. Yeah.
We'll do a pantry tour, and we need to do a garden tour, and you need to meet the new goats, and all of that. But we just wanted to pop in real quick to give you a quick message from all the babbling that we've done. Just prepare a little bit. Just a little bit. Do us a favor, leave us a comment, let us know how you're preparing. If you need help or ideas, leave me a comment and I'll respond. You know I respond to everybody. Try to. Leave me a comment, let me know what you're doing. If you need help, let me know. We can't financially support anybody, but we have ideas and we can bounce them off each other. So
yeah, absolutely. And we would love to have your ideas. Like if you guys are
you got
putting some stuff away that we haven't thought of, absolutely leave it in the comments.
We learned something new real quick. Speaking of things we haven't thought of. Look at this.
This is not a giant size burrito for Rochelle.
Every time I see it, I think it's a burrito. I get excited.
This is a head of beautiful romaine.
So we put that up about
2 weeks, 2 weeks ago?
2 weeks ago?
Yeah, I would say. 2 weeks ago, we put it in the aluminum foil, and she's still good.
She's still good. She's
I mean,
still
look at there.
Give me a piece.
I mean,
It's falling into my sugar. Don't put the lettuce
oh,
in
you
the
can hear
sugar.
it. It's crunchy.
Look. 2 weeks ago, Fires. 2 weeks ago. Hold on. It needs dressing.
We
But-
might as well keep it out. We'll have it for dinner tonight.
This is one of those things that we learned. Somebody told us, or maybe we read it. I think we read it in one of those old-timey. We've got old-timey books that we like to read, which are going to be important.
Again,
Get your
another
hands
thing,
on some old-timey books because
recipes.
they did it.
If the grid goes down and
They
there's no
did it.
internet and there's no Pinterest, guess what?
Yeah. You're going to be relying on your old-timey
You're
books.
gonna want your old time books.
Because they did it. They are writing about how they did it, not what to do in case of.
Right.
They did it. So we read that if you wrap your lettuce in aluminum foil, it'll keep up to, what they say, 30 days or something?
Yeah, something crazy like that. We haven't gone that long.
We're on 14, 15 days, and you guys heard it. It's still crunchy, still delicious. So it very may well have some truth. We're testing it out now. So little things like that are going to help what you have stretch
Yes.
longer, which is what we need to do. Yeah, but in any case, keep your butt in the
Sling?
and your
No. Keep your shovel in the ground and your hose in the dirt. Mwah.